Right now, surge upon surge. The warning from our nation's top health experts after the holiday weekend.
Plus, Wisconsin's recount is now over, but another lawsuit may be on the way. Why President Trump says he might sue our state.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Now that Thanksgiving is over, we wait to see what happens next.
Health officials fear travel and gatherings over the next few days, or over the past few days, rather, could further fuel a surge of new cases and deaths. Doctors are urging the millions of Americans who decided to travel for the holiday weekend to quarantine and get tested for the virus. The nation's top infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, says he fears holiday travel may add a surge on top of the surge we're currently facing.
Dr. Fauci's warning comes as the U.S. recorded 200,000 daily cases over the weekend. That's the first time that's happened. The country has confirmed more than 4 million cases over the month of November. That's double the total number of cases recorded in October. The United States recorded its 13 millionth case on Saturday and is expected to hit 14 million by the end of the week. In Wisconsin, DHS and county dashboards show an increase of more than 3,800 new cases over the past day. 18% of people who have tested positive are still contagious. Wisconsin is closing in on 17,000 hospitalizations since the start of the pandemic. 18 more people have died.
We may soon be learning who will get the first doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. The CDC will hold an emergency meeting tomorrow. They'll be voting on recommendations for who could be the very first groups of people to get the vaccine once the FDA authorizes one. Healthcare workers will likely be among the first, along with more high-risk people like nursing home residents. And we're getting a better idea of President-elect Biden's plan for a vaccine ahead of that CDC meeting. His administration's plan is mostly in line with what the CDC has in mind, except when it comes to who qualifies as a frontline worker. Dr. Celine Grounder says they plan to include people working in the food industry in their vaccination priority list. That'll include employees at grocery stores and food processing plants.
6:01 right now as the CDC and incoming administration plans on who will get the vaccine. The FDA is going to meet over the next couple of weeks to figure out when a vaccine would be released. That first meeting will be held a week from Thursday to discuss an emergency use authorization for Pfizer's vaccine. The director of the FDA Center for Biologics Evaluation and Research says a decision is expected within weeks, possibly days after that meeting. Another meeting will then be held the following week to discuss Moderna's candidate. However, that company has not yet filed for emergency authorization. Though it seems like we will have a vaccine approved by the end of the year, a shot that works for kids could still be months away. That's because very few kids have participated in trials for vaccine candidates. According to NPR, Pfizer only recently began testing its vaccine in kids under the age of 12. Doctors say that's because a vaccine works. Just because it works well for adults does not mean that it'll work the same for kids. The American Academy of Pediatrics is asking drug makers to further expand trials in hopes that a vaccine will be ready for kids as soon as possible.
6:03 now. Ms. Hattie McLean working from home this morning, keeping an eye on our first warn weather. It's going to be a cold, chilly, windy, but sunny Monday. Hattie.
That is true. Yeah, we'll have the sunshine this afternoon, but I guess December starts tomorrow, so we should be expecting cold temperatures, right? Take a look at this 10-day temperature trend as we go forward. Normal highs this time of the year are in the mid-30s. We're going to be right around there, pretty close, a few days above that, but generally feeling pretty chilly across southern Wisconsin. The good news in the forecast is it looks pretty dry. Precipitation chances pretty much zero as you head through the next 10 days. So no major storm systems heading in this direction. Here's a look at Weather Track. You'll see a lot of precipitation to our east today. Some very heavy rain and strong gusty winds are expected through New England and down to the eastern seaboard. Here in the Great Lakes region, we're on the backside of the system, so we still have the strong winds, but our clouds are clearing. That clearing line working its way across Minnesota and Iowa as we speak this morning. Here's a look at a closer look at southern Wisconsin. You'll see those patchy clouds, even a few flurries showing up on the radar map at times this morning. No accumulation, though, is expected with those flurries this morning. Temperatures are chilly. It's in the upper 20s and low 30s this morning. These numbers have not been moving too much over the last hour and a half. Winds, though, from the northwest sustained at 15 to 20 miles an hour in many locations. conditions are creating a bit of a wind chill for us. Here's a look at your future track wind speeds. Those winds are expected to stay from the northwest or north direction, and they will remain strong through the day, anywhere from 10 to 20 miles an hour, even into the afternoon. Overnight tonight is when our winds will finally begin to diminish. But wind chills through the day, say bundle up. It is going to feel like it's in the teens through at least the morning, then only low 20s this afternoon. Our future track forecast model will show you a clearing trend with those clouds as we head towards the lunch hour. Lots of sunshine this afternoon, which is the good news. The bad news, here are the high temperatures, only in the low 30s in most locations. Our extended forecast, though, as we talked about a couple minutes ago, is very quiet going forward. No precipitation in the forecast. We will climb a little bit in the temperature department, back at least into the upper 30s by the end of the week.
All right, Hattie, thank you. I'm Josh Brighter working from home this morning. Developing right now at 6:05, a lawsuit could be filed as soon as today by President Trump challenging results from Wisconsin's recount. The president says he is not looking for mistakes, but for fraud. Dane County's Board of Canvassers certified those results over the weekend after a 9-day recount. According to the final tally, Biden finished with more than 260,000 votes, while President Trump had fewer than 80,000. Results show a change in fewer than 150 votes. Those ballots were thrown out for missing voter or witness signatures and addresses. Dane County Clerk Scott McDonald says votes were not thrown out if clerk initials were missing. Despite President Trump's claims, McDonald says the recount found no evidence of voter fraud.
Recounts are part of my business. This is what we do. They had it right. It was very close. The only difference is that, it was frustrating in the middle of a pandemic where the hospital rooms in Dane County are full, to create potentially more problems with the COVID crisis when this was what was going to happen.
By law, statewide results need to be certified by tomorrow, but the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reporting this morning that process could start today.
The Biden campaign isn't surprised by the recount results in Wisconsin. State Treasurer Sarah Godlewski says voters should understand this was a fair election.
It confirmed what we knew all along. First, that Joe Biden is the next president-elect of the United States. And also that our voting process here in the state of Wisconsin is fair, accurate, transparent, and secure.
Both presidential campaigns gave remarks at the Monona Terrace following the recount, crediting the process for being fair and transparent. We also reached out to Trump's campaign for comment and have not heard back yet.
Even though he lost the White House, President Trump is working to help Republicans keep control over the Senate. He's planning to campaign in Georgia ahead of the Senate runoff election in that state. The January 5th runoff election could change the balance of power in that chamber. If either incumbent Republican wins, their party will remain in control of the Senate. But if the Democratic challengers both win, Democrats would gain control. Congress, meanwhile, will be back on the Hill this week in a final attempt to make a deal before the year ends. Besides an attempt to avoid a shutdown next week, the focus here is on more pandemic relief. The two key relief bills on the line are one that would provide funding for vaccines and testing, and another stimulus bill that would help schools and small businesses. Both parties remain divided on how much these bills would cost. Failure to pass them by the end of the year would put the responsibility of any further relief onto the Biden administration.
6:08 is your time right now on this Monday morning. Let's take a look at the roads, and we're going to start this morning with your car wash forecast as we take a look at the First Warn traffic maps this morning. We're giving you the green light over the next few days to get that car washed with dry conditions all the way through Hattie's forecast. You're going to have a clean car for the whole week the way it's looking, so some good news there. Across southern Wisconsin right now showing no issues out on the roads this morning. Zooming into Madison shows much of the same, a lot of green on the map, so some good news as you kick off this week. Just a couple of slowdowns along East Washington Avenue as you approach the downtown area, but no crashes to report out there. And your speeds around the metro on the interstate and Beltline moving along just fine. That's your First Warn traffic.
Thanks, Josh. 6:09 coming up, avoiding the doom scroll. Some tips to save your mental health from your social media feed.
And Black Friday is behind us, but the shopping continues today for Cyber Monday. How to keep your private information safe while shopping online.
Dear
wallet, Toyota Black Friday is revving up, packing the action, and packing the deals. Yours, Toyota. Get 1.9% APR for 60 months plus $500 APR bonus cash on a new 2021 RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
Today, you can turn your home into a university, and you can turn a lasting career into reality. With Herzing University, you can earn a degree in today's hottest fields, anytime, online. Herzing is recognized, accredited, experienced, and transfer-friendly, with more than 90% student satisfaction. For a limited time, we'll waive your enrollment fee. See what your career can turn into with Herzing University.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Call or click today.
We drive everywhere to help our son reach his dream of becoming an elite swimmer. So we enrolled in the Know Your Drive program with American Family Insurance. It gives us discounts for safe driving and other benefits, like emergency roadside service, which comes in handy, no matter where his dreams take him. With Know Your Drive, save up to 20% and get closer to your dreams. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Winter is what you make of it. And with the award-winning strength and performance of Cub Cadet X-Series snowblowers, you can make the most of it. Visit your local Cub Cadet dealer, where you can receive $200 off for a limited time. To find a locally owned dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
Does your vitamin C last 24 hours? Only Nature's Bounty does. New Immune 24-Hour Plus has longer-lasting vitamin C, plus herbal and other immune superstars. Only from Nature's Bounty.
Do you have dry, cracked hands from constant washing, cold weather, and hard work? Try O'Keefe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keefe's for healthy feet. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked feet.
Right now, you can get a free breakfast Baconator with any order in the Wendy's app, so you can shake up and wake up your breakfast. We're bringing that big bacon energy all day long, so you can always be baconating with a free breakfast Baconator.
Dear Wallet, Toyota Black Friday is revving up, packing the action, and packing the deals. Yours, Toyota. Get 1.9% APR for 60 months plus $500 APR bonus cash on a new 2021 RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
We're back at 6:12 this morning. Breaking news within the last 5 minutes. Moderna says it is filing for an emergency use authorization with the FDA. Moderna is just the second company to file for an EUA following Pfizer. Both vaccine candidates are reported to be 95% accurate. You can find more information on the Moderna vaccine on the Channel 3000 mobile app.
All right, thanks, Josh. Well, between politics, ongoing civil unrest, and the global pandemic, some days it is hard to avoid doom scrolling. That's when you just can't stop looking at your social media feed, even if it's upsetting you. Well, Consumer Reports has some tips for you this morning that could help you go a long way, rather, in preserving your mental health during these challenging times.
2020 has been quite a year. And if you're on social media, you've probably seen it played out over and over again in your news feed. Not surprisingly, psychologists say it can affect your mood and your mental health. But according to Consumer Reports, social media doesn't have to be this way.
So you do actually have some control over what kinds of posts you see on social media. And this isn't about blocking out the world and pretending that nothing wrong is happening. It's about taking back control and deciding when you want to interact with this kind of content and doing so on your own terms.
On its website, CR provides detailed instructions for filtering hate speech, hoaxes, and violence out of your social feeds. For example, you can unfollow someone or even snooze them for a 30-day break by clicking on the 3 dots at the top right of their post. Or you can click Hide Post, so Facebook learns what kind of content you don't want to see. Using those same 3 dots, you can also report abusive content or spam. Twitter and Instagram have menus on the top right that allow you to do some of the same things.
The psychologist that I spoke to said this is actually a really important step for people to take to limit the sorts of things that they're interacting with online as a sort of balm for your mental health.
Although social media companies have policies to curb hate speech and misinformation, consumers say they're still seeing it.
Which is why it's important for you to take steps yourself to make sure that you're not being exposed to things on the internet that you don't want to see.
CR says one other way to avoid social posts that may get your blood boiling, sort your feed chronologically instead of how the algorithm thinks it's most likely to get your attention.
It is easy to feel inundated with only bad news. Fortunately, there is a lot of good going on in our community, and we here at News 3 are committed to showcasing that.
Exactly. So throughout the holiday season, we'll be spotlighting local people and businesses who are serving the Madison area and might inspire you to do the same. Christina Laurie joins us with this week's Make a Difference Monday.
Right now, at least 1 in 7 children here in Wisconsin is struggling with hunger, and we say at least because that number was calculated pre-pandemic. The current coronavirus emergency has left more people out of work and even more families worried about where they'll find their next meal. So that's where the Middleton Outreach Ministry comes in. The local nonprofit's mission is simple. Listen to this. It believes what we eat, where we live, and how we connect with each other are the top 3 indicators of well-being and health. So the ministry focuses on providing access to those for people in the Madison area. Here are just some of the services the ministry provides to more than 4,000 of our community members. It operates one of the largest food pantries in the county. It helps low-income families find housing. It organizes free rides and help with chores for seniors. And it collects and distributes school supplies for students from pre-K through college. Not only has the pandemic heightened the demand for services like this, it's decreased the number of donors able to provide them and change the way those who still give do so. And that's where you come in. Coming up in 30 minutes, I'll share 3 ways you can help the ministry make the biggest difference starting today. But first, you can head to our website to learn more about the Middleton Outreach Ministry and its mission. Just search Make a Difference Monday on channel3000.com.
Christina Laurie reporting for us. And a reminder that Giving Tuesday is tomorrow. We'll be sharing several unique ways you can give to organizations right here in our area. That is coming up tomorrow morning, right around 5 a.m. 6:16 now. Let's check in with Hattie McLean working from home this morning. She's got a stretch of sunny weather that we can get a little excited about, Hattie, as we head into December.
Yeah, a lot of sunshine in this upcoming forecast. It's definitely going to feel like December outside, but at least we'll have that sun. Take a look at our current conditions this morning. We are in the upper 20s, but we're dealing with a bit of a wind chill. Those northwesterly winds really cutting right through you this morning. They're sending those wind chills down into the teens. Take a look at temperatures across the state, and it is pretty chilly even as you look into the Northwoods with temperatures right now in the low 20s. Those northwesterly winds are pulling from a pretty cold air mass. Wind chills are in the teens across most of southern Wisconsin. Single-digit wind chills, though, across parts of Minnesota and Iowa this morning. So I guess it could be worse. Here's a look at your bus stop weather forecast. You're going to want all the layers today. I do expect some sunshine, especially for the afternoon. However, it's going to feel chilly. High temperatures will only make it back into the low 30s. Here's a look at what we have coming up. I'll have the 3 things that you need to know about that full extended forecast.
All right, Hattie, thank you very much. 6:18 now. A blizzard can mean worry for some older people in Wisconsin who rely on Meals on Wheels. For the 2nd year in a row, the Central Wisconsin Aging and Disability Resource Center is partnering with Peyton's Promise to deliver some insurance meals in case of snow. This weekend, they packaged meals for 900 customers in the Wausau area in case a snow day makes it hard for Meals on Wheels to make their deliveries.
It's not curing everything in the world, but it's definitely helping out a big impact in our community.
The meals will be packaged and delivered over the next couple of weeks.
Oh, that's great. Well, now that Black Friday is behind us, retailers are preparing for an even bigger day for their books. And of course, Cyber Monday. Walmart is adapting to the pandemic to have one of its biggest sales event ever online. It says customers can expect to find deals on thousands of gifts and great brands topping holiday wish lists this year. Cyber Monday sales officially began at midnight on Walmart's website. With coronavirus prevention in mind, there are a number of contactless shopping options with convenient shipping and pickup options. Many top online deals are eligible for next-day delivery, 2-day shipping, or in-store pickup.
Online holiday shopping creating a lot of opportunities for scammers to steal your credit card information. The Better Business Bureau says it's best to stick with websites you're familiar with. If you're ordering from a website you've never used before, they recommend making sure they're an actual business with a physical address and contact information before you place your order. They also say it's best to, of course, use a credit card, not your debit card, which is connected to your bank account.
Credit card is going to offer additional protections that a debit card does not. So you're not going to be responsible for fraudulent credit card transactions. However, if you do use a debit card, it could take a while to get that money back. So if somebody drains $1,000 out of your account, that $1,000 could be an 8 to 12 week term, where if you use a credit card, you're not responsible for that fraudulent payment.
Some good advice there. The BBB says you should also be on the lookout for fake websites that mimic real ones and fake text messages and emails claiming your package was lost in the mail. If you get one of those, it's always best to check on the website you ordered from. Don't click the link in the text or email. I know, Chris, you said you ran into something like this.
Yeah, they're really good at spoofing some really legitimate sites, so please be careful. You know, check the address bar, look for anything that might stand out to flag that it's a fraud. I almost fell for it. I almost pulled the trigger on some name brand stuff on what looked like a name brand website.
Yeah, they are sophisticated these days. Always be skeptical.
Yeah.
All right, 6:20 right now. If you're shopping online today, don't forget the gifts for your pets. Coming up, how much Americans plan to spend on their furry friends this season.
And coming up in our next half hour, the savings don't stop after today. Cyber Monday ends. How long the Better Business Bureau expects the cyber sales to continue. Stay with us.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on over 400 new Hondas. Lease a new Civic for just $199. That's $199 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
You were always the responsible one. So much like me. Always taking care of everyone else. But this wasn't your responsibility. I already took care of the arrangements. The Ryans made it so easy. I didn't want you to worry about a thing. It's my last gift to you, my lovely daughter.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. And if you haven't tried Plexiderm, we've created the best offer yet with our holiday Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. Even the 11 lines between your eyes are visibly gone in minutes. Plexiderm works so well that celebrities in Hollywood and people just like you feel years younger in minutes. This is why I'm letting people try it for only $14.95 at plexidermtrial.com to celebrate this holiday season.
So I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. I've spent so much money on tons of eye creams, eye gels. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm, and I'm not joking. It works. When I do a collage and everything is done, it looks amazing. That is exactly how Plexiderm makes me feel. I put it on my face, and somehow, some way, I look together, which is amazing. I'm Jackie, and I took the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge, and so should you.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, seriously, honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shale rock. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing the appearance of under-eye bags and wrinkles in minutes. So if under-eye bags make you look tired or feel older, take action this holiday season and see that younger-looking you. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
Well, Welcome back at 6:24. We always ask you to share your morning with us here on News 3 Now. This morning, this is what Lena's looks like. Just a stunning sky on fire over Lake Koshkonong. Lena, thanks so much for sending this in. It's a beautiful photo. What does your morning look like? Now you can use the hashtag MyNews3Morning. We'll find it online and share your photos right around this time every morning.
All right, Trendy this morning at 6:24. A new poll says half of Americans are putting their pets on their gift list this year. In total, pet owners are planning to spend an average of $137 on their furry friends. Dogs are expected to fetch more gifts than cats, according to a new national confidence poll by SunTrust Bank. The most common pet gift selections are new treats and toys, followed by holiday clothing. But pet experts say the best gift you can give your furry friend this holiday season is just more time with you. This is not surprising, guys. I feel like a lot of pets in most people's households are basically like family, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I told you guys last hour, I don't have a pet to include for my holiday shopping, but I would like to get a dog for Christmas. Zach and I are finally talking about adding to the family, looking for a little furry guy. What kind do you think I should get, Chris? What speaks to my personality?
I'm going to say no dog. I'm going to say don't get a dog.
No dog. Too much responsibility for me to handle? Is that what you mean?
I don't know. It is a good way to test out what kind of parent that you'd be. Like, I know that when Amy and I got our first dog before we had kids, we both got an idea of like what kind of parent that we would be. So you'd have that, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of dog, we have Pet Walk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I'd show the pet walk here. Leah, just get a sheepadoodle or some big dog like that. I think that'd be great for you. But here is Lola. Lola's our pet walk picture this morning. It's going to be chilly if you're walking the dog today.
We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
General Heating and Air Conditioning. Our large fleet of service vehicles are nearby, and our mobile fabrication shops allow us to save you time and money. When your home comfort system needs servicing or replacing, turn to the experts at Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
Fleet Farm's free gift card event is going on now. Hurry in. These offers are too good to be true. Spend $120 on Carhartt for the family. Get a $20 Fleet Farm gift card. Get a $10 gift card when you buy select size bags of Science Diet dog or cat food. And buy 2 cans of whole cashews or deluxe mixed nuts. Get a $10 gift card. Don't miss these and more during the free gift card event. Hurry in today. Fleet Farm. We've got you covered.
Your business is your pride and joy. You raised it with hard work, from nothing but a dream. And since you care so much, naturally you want to protect it from harm. That's where we come in. Because a great insurance policy is not a necessary evil. It's the best way to keep your business happy, healthy, and profitable. And that is the silver lining. Pamper your business with a policy from West Bend.
At Fearing's Audio Video Security, we know your family's safety is your top priority. We are a Wisconsin-based home security provider with over 23 years of experience. Beyond offering superior home security, we had the opportunity for you to make a difference in the world. Fearing's will donate 10% of your monthly monitoring to Schools for Haiti, so you secure your home and help educate, feed, and clothe children in the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. Learn more at fearings.com.
Finding the perfect pillow can be overwhelming. So many cheap pillows out there. Are you really getting the quality and support you need for a great night's sleep? That's why Denver Mattress turned to a neurosurgeon.
I've been recommending Doctor's Choice for 20 years. And while finding a great mattress is important to a healthy, restorative sleep, you also need the right pillow. The Doctor's Choice pillow by Denver Mattress is the only pillow that I use and recommend to my patients.
So follow the doctor's orders with the Doctor's Choice pillow. Packed with hypoallergenic down alternative microfiber and made in the USA at our very own Denver Mattress Factory. The Doctor's Choice pillow provides the ultimate neck-riddling comfort and support. And for a limited time, when you buy one Doctor's Choice jumbo pillow, you get the second free. That's right, 2 pillows for only $69.99 plus free shipping. And every pillow comes with our 365-night Better Sleep Guarantee. Shop in-store or online and get your Doctor's Choice pillow today. But hurry, this offer won't last.
General Heating and Air Conditioning. Our large fleet of service vehicles are nearby, and our mobile fabrication shops allow us to save you time and money. When your home comfort system needs servicing or replacing, turn to the experts at Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
Preparing for the worst. How soon we could see yet another surge of the virus following Thanksgiving.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us. We start this Monday morning with breaking news right now. Within the last half hour, we've learned another company has said it will go to the FDA for emergency use authorization of its vaccine candidate. New study results show Moderna's vaccine offers complete protection against severe cases of COVID. It's 94.5% effective in preventing cases of any severity. Moderna also plans to get approval by European regulators. The company will become the second to apply to the FDA for emergency use after Pfizer applied last week.
Millions of Americans are returning home after the Thanksgiving weekend and could be bringing COVID with them. Dr. Anthony Fauci says we could see a surge upon surge of cases. He doesn't expect current social distancing and mask recommendations to be relaxed anytime soon. A member of President-elect Biden's COVID advisory board says people who celebrated with friends and family over Thanksgiving may very well find themselves in the hospital over Christmas and New Year's. Doctors had strongly suggested everyone stay home to avoid that scenario. And here's a look at what the virus looks like right now in Wisconsin. 69,000 people have active cases of COVID in our state. Keep in mind, we usually see dips in testing and positive cases around the holidays. Only 1 in 5 hospital beds are available in our area. Health experts say we will likely see that surge in cases going into next week and then an increase in hospitalizations the week after that.
A new rule allowing pharmacists or wholesalers to import certain prescriptions from Canada is set to go into place today. But it's not likely to go as planned. NPR reports the Canadian government has blocked the distribution of some medications. It's to avoid a shortage within the country. The Trump administration announced the rule in September, calling it a game changer for American seniors, and said that it would cut drug prices in half. The Canadian government, though, says it won't comply if the sales would cause or worsen a drug shortage. Well, time right now is 6:31. Living through the COVID era isn't exactly easy. There are ways, though, to bring at least a little more serenity. Chris Reese has advice from an SSM health physician who's sharing strategies to ease the burden in today's Time for Kids.
Friends, navigating through a global pandemic is for many stressful and difficult. And while it's been said that exercise is a good thing, SSM Health family physician Adam Bullock says physical activity could provide some much needed relief.
Exercise makes us feel good by boosting our own body's endorphins. Those are our happy chemicals for our brain that naturally make us think more positively and feel better.
Though being active is one way to make the brain feel pleasure, other stress relievers could include taking a break from social media and spending time together as an immediate family. Bullock says that everyone carries stress, but some may find discomfort in sharing about it. He encourages taking time to have regular, thoughtful conversations as a family. You should discuss what's going well, but also be honest about what remains challenging. When it comes to children, Bullock says that it's important that parents listen closely to their kids and validate their concerns.
Chris Reese reporting for us this morning. Thank you, Chris. 6:33 now. A local nonprofit says it's trying harder than ever to reach students who are at risk of struggling in school or at home. The First Tee of South Central Wisconsin has been working overtime on outreach since the start of the pandemic. They've been using the East Madison Community Center as a space for students to go during the week. Nate Sabato is the director of community outreach for the group. He says the goal here is to teach kids the fundamentals of golf, to be sure, but also the fundamentals of life.
You look at the game of golf is different. It's something new for a lot of the kids that we work with. So bringing the education component in is, for me, is respecting the kids where they're at.
Instructors say by learning with First Tee, students learn skills like patience, respect, and empathy. But Sabato says it's the relationships with mentors that mean the most, both to the kids and him, too. Coming up tonight, only on News 3 Now at 6, you can find out how COVID has changed everything at First Tee and why instructors say their mission is more important than ever.
The Packers with a primetime win over the Bears last night. The Packers defense had a great night at Lambeau. They forced 3 turnovers from Bears quarterback Mitch Trubisky. Aaron Rodgers, you're looking at one of his 4 touchdown passes on the night, 3 in the first half. Even the defense got in on the fun. Check out Preston Smith here with a scoop. And he'll take it all the way in for the score. Packers won big last night, 41-25, and improved to 8-3 on the year. And for the first time this season, there were some people in the stands at Lambeau last night, some employees and family members, and we saw this. Wanted to talk about it. Deep dish pizza is overrated. What do you think, guys? Leah, I know you love your carbs.
I can't say no to deep dish pizza. That's way too much carbs to turn down. Josh, I know you're with me.
I love a good deep dish pizza, though I have to say, I don't know if anything really sounds good after all of the food and beverage I've consumed over the last few days, guys.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Got plenty of dressing, got my carbs in on the turkey dressing, or the stuffing, and then the mashed potatoes. Oh man, I really went overboard with that kind of stuff. Hads, what about you?
Oh, as far as deep dish, no. The ratio of crust to toppings is just not right for me, so I'll pass on that one. But I do love pizza. Let's take a look at that weather forecast. You may be craving carbs when you see these temperatures. It is going to be a little cool. December officially starts tomorrow, and it's going to be a chilly start to the month with temperatures topping in the 30s. Windy conditions over the next day or so, but then the winds diminish. But really, what you need to know is that the weather forecast is very quiet going forward. Here's what's happening this morning. We have a large storm system off to our east, dropping a lot of rain in New England today and bringing very strong wind gusts. On the backside of that system, we're still dealing with the strong winds, but no precipitation. We've had just a few flurries this morning. They'll be coming to an end pretty quickly. Take a look at our radar map. Again, things are relatively quiet across the area. No major storm systems off to the west, so nothing heading in this direction. Southern Wisconsin showing you that those flurries that we had earlier are continuing to diminish across the region. So outside of a few flurries this morning, our forecast is dry. Temperatures are holding steady at 29 here in Madison. Most locations are right around 30 degrees this morning, just a little bit below the freezing point. Winds are from the northwest, though, and it's a pretty cold wind this morning. That wind is 10 to 20 miles an hour. Our wind chills are down in the teens in most spots. Madison has a wind chill of 20 right now, but everyone else looks like you're feeling like it's in the teens. Here's a look at your wind chill forecast. Wind chills will stay in the teens through about the lunch hour. They'll improve a little bit this afternoon, but not much. It's still going to feel like it's in the low 20s at the peak, warmest time of the day. Our future track forecast model shows you the cloud cover this morning will continue to diminish heading towards the lunch hour, so mostly sunny skies are expected later today. Here's a look at those high temperatures. Boy, it's going to be chilly. Only 32. Yesterday's high was in the mid-40s, so I have to add a few more layers today. Our skies stay clear then overnight tonight, and we're setting up for a pretty chilly start tomorrow morning. One more peek at that extended forecast for you. Very quiet going forward. We have temperatures climbing a little bit, hovering around 40 a couple of days, but overall, lots of sun in that extended forecast.
Yeah, certainly no early snow this season. All right, Hattie, thank you very much. 6:38 now. Some online holiday shopping deals may have started weeks ago, but Cyber Monday is still expected to be pretty big this year. The Better Business Bureau says 60% of people will be shopping online this holiday season. While Walmart and others have had their holiday deals out for a while now, the BBB says we can expect those online deals to keep coming.
We're still going to see a Cyber Monday. There's going to be deals out there for Cyber Monday, just like they've been in the past. So like I said, those deals are going to happen at sporadic times throughout the holiday shopping month, and consumers can take advantage of them.
If you don't get a deal you like today, others could come along in the coming weeks. Just keep in mind, though, the U.S. Postal Service says deliveries could be slow this year due to the pandemic. They're recommending you place your orders a little sooner rather than later, so you make sure you get them on time.
During this season of giving, local nonprofits are asking you to keep them and the families struggling in mind. Christina Laurie joins us now with this week's Make a Difference Monday.
Throughout the holiday season, we'll be spotlighting local people and businesses who are serving the Madison area and might inspire you to join them, even if you are at home. This week, we're talking about the Middleton Outreach Ministry, which is starting its Giving Tuesday campaign a day early to meet increased demand. Now, this nonprofit has been making sure families and children have enough to eat and a warm, safe place to sleep for the past 4 decades. Half of the ministry's clients are children, and they really need our help this year. The pandemic has increased the number of people in need and decreased the number of willing and able donors. So here are 3 ways you can help. First, if you can, donate. Your money will help the ministry stock its food pantry, find low-income families housing, and provide free rides for seniors, among a list of other things. You can also help the outreach provide families with some much-needed normalcy this holiday season. The nonprofit runs Winter Wishes. That's a program that matches donors with client families who can't afford presents for their kids. You can shop for them and help them have a happy Christmas morning. And finally, until 9 o'clock tonight, you can cross a gift off your own holiday shopping list and support a local artist, too, at the nonprofit's virtual holiday art fair. 20% of your purchase will go back to the ministry. You can find links on how you can take advantage of these 3 options, donating, connecting, and shopping up on our website. Just search Make a Difference Monday on channel3000.com. And if you know of a person, small business, or a nonprofit working hard to serve our community during these unprecedented times, to say the least, please let us know. We'd love to feature them in our next Make a Difference Monday.
Thanks, Christina. And you can send a tip. Just email tips@channel3000.com. Josh?
All right, let's take a look at the roads here on this Monday morning as you head out right now. Taking a look at the maps, showing no problems out there. Quiet start to this new work week. This week after Thanksgiving, a lot of folks heading back to work. And some good news if you're wanting to get the car wash. The car wash forecast giving you the green light as you head into this week. No rain in the forecast. Some good news there. Across town, no crashes to report across Dane County and Rock County. Also looking good so far this morning. Your drive times moving along just fine on all the major highways. Live look outside at 6:41 on this Monday morning. A windy one out there. You probably heard the winds howling overnight, and that's going to play a role in just how cool it's going to be today. How do you have your Monday forecast coming up?
And you'll usually find a turkey on the table for Thanksgiving dinner, but this turkey has a special spot at the table. Why one family decided turkeys are friends, not food? That's coming up after the break.
Your parents spent years taking care of you, but as the years go by, it becomes your turn to take care of them. This might mean trusting a nursing home, which promises to care for them as cherished loved ones. But if the nursing home you've chosen is not keeping their promise, we can help. If your parents have been injured in a nursing home, call Habish, Habish & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Real customers are experiencing a real difference with Spectrum Internet and TV.
The speed is insane. It's always right there. Just boom.
It was easy to connect all of my devices, and I was able to find a plan that was affordable for me.
I'm saving money, and I'm even getting more speed.
Get the speed you need to do all the things you love on all your devices with Spectrum Internet, delivering the fastest starting speeds for the price. 200 megabits. Switch now for $44.99 a month. Call 833-918-4499.
With Spectrum TV, the picture quality is incredible. I feel like I'm in the movie.
The amount of stuff available on Spectrum On Demand is just never ending.
Add Spectrum TV and enjoy more free HD and more free on demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV on the go. All from $44.99 a month. Call 833-918-4499.
Spectrum gives me the best deal no matter what.
Every day I'm saving money.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Ask about our easy self-install options to install your new services yourself. Call 833-918-4499.
Heart and soul, I fell in love with you. Heart and soul, that little kiss you stole, held on my heart and soul.
Over time, things wear down. Tires, brakes, and headlight bulbs too. Sylvania's lighting experts know that if you wait until burnout, you'll lose up to 50 feet of visibility. That's from here to here in darkness. Switch to a new pair of Sylvania bulbs today and see better tonight.
Golding Cars is having a huge winter sale. Don't miss out on 2018 and 2019 Chevy Equinoxes starting at $14,995 for $230 per month.
That's right. You
you can buy a 2018 or 19 Chevy Equinox starting at $14,995 or $230 per month.
Gobin Cars is family owned and operated for over 50 years.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
On the next Live at 4, Dr. Zorba Pastor will be here with all of the latest COVID news. And film critic Will Loper will run down the latest movies and streaming shows for you to enjoy.
At News 3 Now, the FCC allowed us to boost the power of our broadcast signal. If you watch us using an antenna, you may need to activate the scan function on your TV menu to rescan available channels so you can continue to enjoy News 3 Now and CBS programming. Please rescan your TVs today.
Welcome back at 6:44. Turkeys are usually on the table at Thanksgiving, but for one Pennsylvania family, their turkey is a guest. 6-year-old Macy Neff's fascination with turkeys started back in March at the beginning of the pandemic. Her mom, Kayla, says the plan was to hatch them, raise them, and use them for dinner, but that didn't go as planned. Macy's turkey Via cracked, and the two immediately bonded.
They have a great personality. Come on, baby. I do love you. I do. Come on, let's go play with some bobbies. She doesn't know where to get all of the toys, so you gotta like throw them at her, and she'll get used to it.
Kayla still isn't used to seeing her daughter on the couch watching TV with the turkey. I can't get over that sight. But who's to say what's normal in 2020? I feel like this is a young Leah Lynchide if I've ever seen one.
I have to say, I have always loved animals. I always wish that I had grown up on a farm, but having a turkey in the backyard, not something I have personally experienced. Chris, I think your girls would like this, though. I still think this is a good pet for you.
Of course they would. Yeah. The closest thing we've come to this is we found a turtle once, and then the girls wanted to name it, and I'm like, no, you can't name it, because once you name it, then the thing's like going to end up coming home with us, and then I'm going to end up taking care of it until I secretly just let it go in the backyard without telling them. But no turkeys in the house. No, not happening in my household.
Hattie doesn't have any turkeys, but you do have another little friendly wild animal hanging around your house, don't you, Hats?
Yeah, a little excitement this past weekend. Check out what we had in our backyard. This is the real Hattie-O patio. That's an 8-point buck that moseyed into my backyard and took a little drink from the pond. He stayed for maybe 10 minutes in the backyard and caused quite a stir in the neighborhood as everyone was sort of following his progress. He's no dummy, though, knowing to stay in the urban locations during that last weekend of hunting season. So kind of exciting to see that. 8 points he had on that rack, so a nice sized buck. Here's a look at our current conditions this morning. It's chilly outside. Temperatures are in the upper 20s. Wind chill, though, really is the story today. Those wind chills are in the teens and low 20s when you factor in that light northwest wind. You may see a few flurries here and there this morning, but no accumulation is expected. Here's a look at our current wind chills. Most locations are down in the teens early today. This is one of the colder starts we've had so far. 15, it feels like, in the Dells. 17 in Mineral Point and Platteville. Our weather track is satellite and radar combined. And again, you see some of those light flurries showing up on the radar map, drifting through the area. Clouds are eventually going to clear today, and we'll have some sunshine for the afternoon. Take a look at your day planner temperatures. With that sun this afternoon, highs will only climb back into the low 30s, though. So add a few extra layers. It was in the mid-40s yesterday and 50 on Saturday. Today's going to feel quite different.
All right, thanks, Hattie. Stick around. The morning sprint is coming up after the break.
But first, it's November 30th. We want to say happy birthday to Barron, Theo, and all the kiddos turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us here on News 3 Now this morning. We hope you have a great birthday. We'll be right back.
News 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
The Lynx device stops reflux by using magnets to strengthen the muscle at the end of the esophagus, and this prevents acid from flowing from the stomach back into the esophagus.
Stoughton Hospital. Trusted care close to home.
Dear Wallet, Toyota Black Friday is revving up. Pack an attack.
Packing the style, packing the safety, and packing the deals. The best part about Toyota Black Friday, you can get it all to go in one sleek package. Yours, Toyota. Get 1.9% APR for 60 months plus $500 APR bonus cash on a new 2021 Highlander or Highlander Hybrid. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 15 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota.
I really like the fact that it was made in the USA. I think that USA products are a better quality product. I've tried a lot of other pillows and nothing's worked like MyPillow.
I'm interrupting this commercial right now to give you deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but also my mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you get body pillows, regular $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code. Order now to take advantage of my Christmas special, and I'll extend my money-back guarantee through March 1st, 2021.
I used to think that sheets were just sheets. I got the Giza Dream sheets. They are the most comfortable sheets I've ever had.
The Go Anywhere pillow is so easy to just roll up and take anywhere I want to go.
The MyPillow topper, for the first time, has enabled me to have a cool night's sleep.
That's 3 inches of wonderful that's in the MyPillow mattress topper.
MyPillow helps me get a good night's sleep so I can do my job in the morning.
Go to MyPillow.com to get deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but so much more. For example, you get body pillows, regular $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code. Order now to take advantage of my Christmas special, and I'll extend my money-back guarantee through March 1st, 2021. And get your MyPillow gift cards for the best Christmas gifts ever.
The Lynx device stops reflux by using magnets to strengthen the muscle at the end of the esophagus, and this prevents acid from flowing from the stomach back into the esophagus.
Stoughton Hospital. Trusted care close to home.
Go to Amazon.com skills to enable Channel 3000 news briefs.
6:51, time for the morning sprint. We continue to follow breaking news this morning. Within the last hour, another company has said it will go to the FDA for emergency authorization of its vaccine candidate. New study results show Moderna's vaccine offers complete protection against severe cases of COVID. It's 94.5% effective in preventing cases of any severity. Moderna also plans to get approval by European regulators.
Dr. Anthony Fauci says we could see a surge upon a surge of cases. A member of President-elect Biden's COVID advisory board says people who celebrated with friends and family over Thanksgiving may very well find themselves in the hospital over Christmas and New Year's. Dr. Deborah Birx says anyone who gathered with people outside of their home should assume they have the virus and should get tested at some point this week.
Here's a look at what the virus looks like in Wisconsin. 69,000 people have active cases of COVID-19. Keep in mind that we usually see dips in testing and positive cases around the holidays. Only 1 in 5 hospital beds are available in our area. We're likely to see those anticipated surges in cases going into next week, and then an increase in hospitalizations the week after that.
The CDC will hold an emergency meeting tomorrow to vote on who should get first priority once a COVID vaccine is approved. Draft recommendations suggest healthcare workers should be among the first. Others with priority include people with pre-existing conditions, older folks, and essential workers. It's still unclear who, though, would be considered essential. UW-Madison classes restart today, but they will be entirely virtual. Students will have to be tested before returning to any in-person activities. The university recommends getting tested 3 to 5 days after getting back, then again after 10 to 12 days. The university had strongly urged students who went home for Thanksgiving to stay home until next semester.
The country's biggest public school district will let students back into the classroom next week. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio says 3K through 5th graders will start going back in phases. Students will be tested for COVID weekly. Parents will need to sign a consent form for every student who will take the in-person classes. Nearly 300,000 students are eligible to return to school.
Merriam-Webster is releasing its top word of 2020. The dictionary's editor says pandemic is the word of the year. It first came up in March when the original coronavirus crisis turned into a pandemic. Searches for pandemic on March 11th were 115,000% higher than lookups from the same date last year. A new rule will go into effect today, allowing pharmacists and wholesalers to import certain prescriptions from Canada. But it's not likely to go as planned. NPR reports the Canadian government has blocked the distribution of some of those medications. It's to avoid a shortage within that country. The Trump administration had announced this new rule back in September. The Canadian government says it won't comply if the sales would cause or worsen a drug shortage.
There's no concrete example at all of anything improper.
The Dane County clerk there, Wisconsin, has until tomorrow to certify the state's election results. Recounts in Dane and Milwaukee counties have confirmed President-elect Joe Biden won Wisconsin. The recount also confirmed that the election was fair and secure with no evidence of fraud.
President-elect Biden is expected to name his incoming economic team today. It's expected to be diverse, with women in top positions. It's going to include Biden's decision to name Janet Yellen as Treasury Secretary. Yellen, of course, the former Federal Reserve Chair. Cecilia Roos will be the nominee to run the Council of Economic Advisors, and Neera Tanden will be nominated to lead the Office of Management and Budget. All three jobs, though, do require Senate confirmation.
The president-elect's communication team also diverse. His transition team says it's the first all-female communications team for a president in history. Deputy Campaign Manager Kate Bedingfield will serve as the White House Communications Director. That position has been vacant in the Trump administration since April. Jen Psaki will be the White House Press Secretary. She currently oversees the confirmation team for the Biden-Harris transition.
President-elect Biden will be walking in a boot for a while. His doctor says he has a hairline fracture in his foot from playing with one of his dogs. Biden's team says he got hurt on Saturday.
Today is Cyber Monday, but a lot of people have already started shopping online. Black Friday online sales hit new records with people spending $9 billion this year. That's 22% higher than the year before. Sales, though, for in-person retail were cut in half.
And our forecast for today calls for temperatures starting in the 20s, not climbing too high. We have a strong wind from the northwest, around 10 to 20 miles an hour. That's going to keep a chill in the air today. Our high is just 32 degrees with sunshine this afternoon.
Have a great Monday, folks. Enjoy that sun. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.